Yeah, great win, huge win. Everyone looked good. Passing game, running game, defense as usual looked strong. Does this mean that the Vikings are back on track? Are we the team we all thought they were and should be? I think so. And I have to apologize because um, Dalvin Cook's fumble on the 1 yard line was my fault. My fault. And I'll tell you why. I had a podcast a couple of days ago and I was talking about how he doesn't fumble. And as soon as I got done talking about that, I realized I just jinxed the guy. And sure enough, he fumbled. So don't blame Cook, blame me. I'm the problem in this case. So um, let us enjoy this win. Let us feel good about ourselves and look forward to a nice home game against the Eagles next Sunday. That's going to be another crucial game. We got a little help today from Oakland. They beat the Bears, so they're 3-2 as we are. I was kind of hoping that the Cowboys would help us as well against the Packers, but last time I checked, it was like 30-3 or something like that. Packers are just blowing them out away in Dallas, so that's surprising. But all we can do is control what we can control. Do what we do. Let's stop fighting internally and just enjoy the team that we have, and we have a great chance to go all the way. I still say that. So skol to that. And let me bring up some stats so we can talk about this game. And I also have the people that filled out the form to try to win tickets by predicting scores and stats. So let's take a look at it. So first of all, the final score was 28-10, and it looks like no one got close to that. Patrick from New Jersey had 38-12, which not close. Chris was 2 points away from the Vikings score and 3 points away from the Giants score. So, that was close, but didn't get it. Kirk's total yards, he had 306. Patrick, 315. Chris was real low with 200, and Dan, me, had 328. So, again, close, but not close enough. Pass completed. Let's take a look at that. 22. Patrick had 24. Chris had 19. I had 26, so no one got that. Diggs, total yards. Let's take a look at that. Diggsy had 44, so no one even come close to that. Thielen had 130 with 7 catches, and it looks like Patrick was closest to that with 114, so, didn't get that. Total team sacks. We actually had, let me bring up the total team sacks here. So we had 2 for Hunter, 1 for Indedibo, and 1 for Griffin, so that's 4 totals. Let me go back, and it looks like Chris got that one with 4. Congratulations, Chris. I'm going to have to give you a couple of points for that. Team sack by Patrick, 1 off, and 1 off by me as well. And then the total team interception, we had 1. So Chris, let me make sure here. He got that one, and I did as well. So it looks like Chris got 2 out of the 8 potential points or categories, and that's 25%, and that's 25 points. So he's got 75 points. So with 2 games left, if he can get another 25 points, he gets the tickets. So Chris, congrats, bud. Way to go. And then just one more Dalvin Cook's total yards rushing. Let's take a look here. He had 132. 125 was the closest May, but no one got that one. Chris was a little low at 115. So 132 yards rushing, 6.3 average. Not bad. Look at Madison, 7.4 yards rushing average on 7 carries, 52 yards. Even Abdullah was averaging 8 yards a carry, with 24 yards total. So we were close to 200 yards total, if not over it. Great team win. Great team coming together after just a bad week, if you will. And it shows what kind of team that we have, and we're certainly in it. I really wish the Cowboys would help us a little bit and beat the Packers, so we're all tied for first, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. It looks like the Packers are going to be 4-1 with us and the Bears 3-2, and Detroit below that. So, I think we have a lot to be excited about. I certainly feel good about myself right now with this win, and I had a great week with a couple of great podcasts. One with a fan in Spain. Out of 47 million people in Spain, he's the only Viking fan in Spain. So let's give him some support. And then I had A-Train and Odenhammer from Odin's Den podcast on yesterday, and it was a great podcast, and we talked about a lot. And hope was that Kirk could get up to speed and have the game that he had today and show us the kind of quarterback he can be and will be, and the kind of quarterback we paid him to be. So, Kirk, if you're listening, that's what we expect. So moving forward, do that and everyone's happy. Get us to the Super Bowl this year. We'll be extremely grateful, and we might give you another $84 million for another 3 or 4 years. So as always, let's savor this win and finish with a skol. Skol.